Morning, good morning. This is Dr. Yonette with another episode of Baby Talk. And today, our baby talk is about a very special baby. And this special baby is actually my baby. My baby today goes off to college, and I am a proud mama and also a sad mama, but I am looking forward with great expectations to what he is going to achieve because we were deliberate in raising him and making sure that he was given the opportunities he needed to be able to grow and to develop well. That's why I'm sharing this series with you. So let's talk about my little baby. My little baby was born on October 8th. October 8th. And this is a picture of him, 8 pounds, 8 ounces, healthy and ready to take on the world. Now, he started another picture of him. I'm going to do some picture demos so you can see what he looked like and how he developed over the years. He started walking at the age of 9 months old, and I think I told you that sometime previously. Started working at the age of 9 months old. So he's continuing his walk here. This is when he was a part of my daycare, my home daycare that I started so that he could be at home. And we invited a few children to come so he can have the opportunity to socialize and build social skills. All right, let's keep going. So this photo though is showing him. We started doing cue cards with him around 1.5 years or even earlier than that. So at 2, he was reading those cue cards when we showed him first pictures and then words. We did the pictures on one side and then we flipped it over to the words. At 3 years old, he read his first book, and this is like coming on to the end of 2 into 3 years old. He read his first book, and the title of that book was One Farm. I think we were just exploring what were some, simple books that he could read, and we started off with One Farm. And that book had about 1 or 2 words on each page. At 4 years old, he read the book Millionaire. And this book, Millionaire, was about a minority little boy who started his business, and he became a millionaire by the age of 12. I think he was a millionaire. So that book was really a catalyst for Julius starting his own business and developing his business cards. So at 5 years old, he did a promotional video to raise funds for his Helping Kids Learn to Read project. Then at 6, we visited Beijing, and I don't have a picture of Beijing that I can hold up for you to see. We visited Beijing and had a wonderful time exploring the Ming Garden, and we went to the Tiananmen Square and all the other historical sites in China. Then at 7 years old, he was reading at 12th grade level, and he also joined the National Honor Society. At 8, he became a member of the Johns Hopkins Center for Talented Youth and did classes in computer and HTML and the different programs that he was interested in. Okay, so at 9, he became a Ben Carson Scholar, and he was a Ben Carson Scholar for a number of years, 2014, 2015, 2017. So he became a Ben Carson Scholar. I have a picture of that somewhere, but not that one I can retrieve easily. At 10, he joined basketball and soccer and baseball teams and played for a number of seasons. He also won his 11th grade science at 11 rather. He won his school's his grades science fair. At 12, he won his middle school stock trading competition in Maryland. And this was like a surprise for us because he had participated in the stock trading. He always loved stocks. He's into trading and understanding the stock market. And he participated and never told us he won. So we were speaking with one of his teachers one day, and the teacher mentioned it to us by chance. So we found out that he had won this competition. At 13 years old, he was playing the piano and the clarinet. He played some guitar as well. At 14, one of the things that he accomplished was he spoke at youth forums and he participated in the refugee programs. And I want to say that he started doing this way back because we had him memorizing verses and presenting them. So he was speaking to his counterparts way back when he was much younger. As a matter of fact, when he was in, I'd say, third or fourth grade, he started teaching the Scratch, which is a computer programming, to his classmates. So he was always presenting and upfront and learning how to hone in on his skill. By the time he was 15, he had created numerous software products and websites, and he continues to do that even way into the night. He would stay up and figure out a problem that he never understood before so that he can share that information or he can help people. He works with my nonprofit, one of the nonprofits that I am the president of, and he helps us with uploading information on rebuilding our website and doing lots of those wonderful things that some older people find challenging. By the time he was 16, he had opened up a store on eBay and he was doing some selling there. I mean, he sold sneakers, he sold clothing, he sold so many different things and explore those possibilities. And then at 17 years old, this is his yearbook. At 17 years old, he was set and ready to graduate from high school. So he graduated from high school at 17 years of age. And today we are going to drop him off at school where he begins the second chapter of his life as he moves into adulthood and experiences college. So we have worked diligently with him. We have spent a lot of time, invested a lot of time into his life. And we are confident that he is well prepared to take on the challenges that lie before him. We wish him success. We wish him health and prosperity. We wish him a spiritual connection with him and his God. And we wish that as he goes forward and I continue to share his experiences, that you will be blessed by what we have done by our child as you take care of your baby and take care of you. This is Dr. Yonette. Thank you for joining me with a happy heart and a sad heart at the same time as I sign off to take my son to university.